Thank y'all for allowing me to join y'all on this beautiful Thursday morning. I would like to personally thank each and every one of you for making me feel so welcome. It is such an honor today to be speaking in the great and wonderful state of Texas. While I have been here, I was able to visit a few of your downtown areas. I had a very interesting experience within one of them. I was approached by a man, just like many of you, but this man did not have shoes on his feet, and he didn't have a clean shirt on his back. He began to tell me a story of his life. This is the kind of story I believe would be near and dear to many of your hearts. This man grew up in a normal middle-class home. His father was a businessman, and his mother owned a floral shop. He was one of 5 children. Once he graduated from high school, he determined he would go to college and complete a bachelor's degree. After he finished school, he had accumulated an extraordinary amount of college debt. He was determined, though, to make it. Both of his parents passed away from cancer the following year. His hopes were not yet diminished, though. He was engaged, he was young, and he was ready to start his life. Job interview after job interview, he still could not become employed. His fiancée grew impatient, and he knew he needed to act fast. Out of patriotism and desperation, and following the events of 9/11, he joined our army. While away in Iran, his fiancée grew impatient and found new love. This man soon became injured afterwards and was discharged from our military. While he was overseas, he had lost all contact with his family and friends. He has no job. He does not even have a home. All he has is debt. A national hero wanders our streets, and yet we do not even realize it. After hearing the story, I began to ask myself several questions. Are we providing the proper education and funds in order to set up the next generation for success? Do we have enough jobs in order to support our country? Do we provide job opportunities for inactive and discharged military? I would like to address these questions. How do we go about setting up our children for success? I believe we must first define success. Success is not having an unending amount of money. Success isn't about becoming rich or famous. Success is setting personal goals and achieving them. If our children want to go to college, they need the proper funding in order to support their endeavor. Do we have plenty of grants in order to fund all of them? I would like to see our tax dollars go towards building up the younger generation for a successful economy. One day, this youth will be responsible for us, their children, and the future generations. After they have completed their formal education, will they leave knowing they have secured a job? When there are men and women who have 20 or more years of job experience and they themselves cannot find work, how is this supposed to make our youth feel like they will be able to? By lowering taxes, we will allow businesses to be able to afford more employees, therefore building up our economy and creating more job opportunities. Our heroes too often come home to nothing. Setting programs in place to work our military back into a normal lifestyle is essential. Every single soldier should be guaranteed a job upon his return. I know many of you are thinking, if we lower taxes in order to create jobs within business, then how can we afford to pay for programs and grants which will send our children to school and provide jobs for inactive military? This is where I need everyone's help. I would like to create a system which allows tax breaks upon generosity in support of such programs and grants. I would like to see our dollars being used to build us up rather than tear us down. If you elect me as your next president, I would like to resolve all of these injustices. I would like to see our country excited about the future. I would like to see us growing from natural and governmental rewards of acts of generosity. If we build up ourselves and become truly united as a country, this will then also bleed into our foreign affairs. We must stand together in supporting one another and build up those who have less than us. Thank y'all for allowing me to be here. Vote me your next president, and we will build up our nation together.